Oh.
They're my favorite, maybe the favorite we ever made.
They're pretty unbelievable. Thank you. Wear them with great health. They're beautiful, beautiful earrings. You'll love those. Well, let's talk next about the Virgin Mary. This is the crystal pendant that comes along with the 18-inch chain. We are sharing it tonight at a feature price of $35.98. We have two choices for you. There is a cubic zirconia style, and then there's also a choice that's done in the black spinel. And you'll see that in just a moment. And Paul, you mentioned that this is new. It's kind of a second.
It's brand new.
Okay.
This is the second Virgin Mary pendant we have done. The first one sold out and has extraordinary reviews. And I think what you'll love about what we do with Bellezza, let me just talk about the Italians for a moment, because when you go to Italy and you talk to women in Italy, you soon realize that every single woman you talk to has on a religious icon as part of her jewelry look. She'll have on a cross, she'll have on a Virgin Mary, she may have on both. And then she'll have on a St. Christopher medal, and she'll have that layered with other pieces that she has. But the religion is a very important part of the culture. And so when we decided to create a Virgin Mary pendant, the very first one, my goal was to bring honor and taste to creating this iconic piece of jewelry, because the faith is such an important part of it that the jewelry has to do it justice. And we came up with this way of carving the Virgin Mary from crystal. It's actually a Swarovski crystal in the center, and she's carved from the crystal and then backed against the bronze, which gives it a heavenly glow, an otherworldly glow. It's almost like there's a light inside of it, as you would expect from a religious icon of this kind. Now, I have a question for you. I don't know how religious you are, but if you had to guess, how many times in the Bible would you say the Virgin Mary is mentioned?
Oh my gosh. If I had to guess,
most everyone gets this one wrong.
I'll get it wrong, but I'll say over 250 times.
Less than 20 times.
Really?
Less than 20 times.
I would think more.
You would think, because the Virgin Mary has become...
Does everybody always gives a higher number?
Oh yeah, everyone always gives a higher.
I'm like 200 something.
Because she's become one of the most important figures.
Oh yes.
You know, in the Bible, in the story.
So you said
of
fewer
Jesus.
than 20.
Fewer than 20 times. Wow. Yeah. And it's interesting
that
because
surprises me.
She represents mothers everywhere. She's sort of the original mother in history. And she's also a powerful woman in history, someone who was at the center of one of the most powerful stories of our time. And so she's become iconic and important and symbolic and very meaningful to so many of us. And when you're creating a piece of jewelry and you realize that that's what you're trying to honor, you have to really get serious about it.
I agree, I agree.
And so I love that we work in pure bronze, the metal of sculptures. I love then that we carve the Virgin Mary from crystal, and then we set her with a halo of black spinel or the cubic zirconia, and then we have that beautiful cross at the top. The actual pendant size itself is almost 2 inches. This is very generous, has a beautiful look, and we do include the chain, also pure bronze, layered with 18 karat gold.
I'm thrilled that you've done that, and I think the chain beautifully complements it, because the Virgin Mary is that iconic piece, and the chain just kind of is the backdrop, and they just complement each other beautifully. The black spinel choice of the two choices is the most popular, so if you want the black spinel, I am inviting you to order that one. As Paul has mentioned, this is the second edition of it. Maybe you own the first, and you'd love to be able to collect them, or perhaps you are new to shopping with us for our exclusive Bellezza jewelry at HSN, and you really love this piece. This piece resonates with you, or you'd love to be able to give this as a gift. This is $35.98, and we're offering this to you on FlexPay. If you're a new customer, FlexPay simply means you use a major credit card or debit card, and you actually can get this at home for $9. We always add the tax to the first FlexPay, but I think this is such a really, really special piece, particularly this time of year.
This time of year, and you think to yourself, who you know whose faith is very important to them and who will really be touched by this piece, who will think of you every time they look at this piece, that they touch this piece. I know each of us knows a number of people who would go, oh, that's the most beautiful necklace I have ever seen.
Definitely.
I immediately thought of two of my friends when we created this, and I bought one for each of them because I know that one, it's important to them, two, they will wear it all the time, and three, they're going to think of me when they put it on. And let's face it, when I give a gift, I kind of hope to be remembered. I don't know if you do, but...
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm thinking about sometimes I drive through certain neighborhoods and I'll see a statue of the Virgin Mary on front lawns of some of the homes. Have you seen that as well? So this, again, so meaningful and so special and so important for so many of you. If you'd like to own it, you can only find it here. Don't miss it. Don't let it sell out without you grabbing it. Your choices are going to be the cubic zirconia or the black spinel. The black spinel, once again, is the most popular choice that we're offering to you. And of course, with that 18-inch chain, you do have what they call the spring ring clasp on this. It's just an outstanding choice. And the different designs that we've even showcased just in this show tonight. Now, obviously, there's so much more on our website at hsn.com.
Oh, yes. We have a whole wardrobe that you can choose from there, which I wish we had time to show all of them, but...
you can always go there, you know, because perhaps you're looking for something very specific. The Bellezza hsn.com storefront is always open for you, and we are going to just invite you to continue to shop and enjoy. 682072 for our brand new Virgin Mary crystal pendant. We'll keep you updated and on that piece, but it is time to talk about the bracelet that I have been wearing, actually wore